What's up, everybody? It's Thursday night, and you know what that means. If you're extremely lucky, it's time for Three Old Men here on the Nerdicopia Network. I am one of the chosen hosts, Van Diesel.
Chosen.
And off to my side are my two Christmas helpers, Dr. Diz and Double Op Buck.
Holly Jolly Christmas.
I don't know how I feel about this chat.
I feel like the collar of my shirt is just hitting just the bottom, and it makes it look like I got this deep V on.
Yeah, my shirts do that a lot. It's really annoying.
Just like showing all the chest.
Like a V-neck.
Yeah.
You could dress up as one of those guys from maintenance, that have the button up shirts, but they have it unbuttoned down to like their belly. And they got like 3 gold chains showing.
Yep.
And their chest.
I need the gold chain.
Out.
I don't have any gold chains.
That's how you know, Chad, who has the most seniority. Their button is button the lowest, and they have the most gold chains. They walk around looking like Mr. T. They're the senior maintenance guy.
Well, last time I checked, this is the last episode of the year of this show.
There's only 5 more days left of this year.
Yep. It's not our last stream of the year for Nerdicopia.
No, we don't. We have a special stream tomorrow.
Special stream tomorrow. D&D one-shot Christmas episode.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
Double Ego Zero Buck asked me, what does slap this pig mean?
Welcome.
Slap this pig is a phrase that generally means to start something or get it going often with enthusiasm or force. It's like when a battle brother is ready to charge into the fray and needs the go-ahead to unleash the Emperor's wrath. In the context of your live stream, it could mean they're about to dive into a topic or segment with gusto. Prepare yourself and let the action commence.
But where I got slapped the pig is from Squidbillies. There's an episode where they're fighting like some aliens or something, and they've constructed some pig, like this big pig thing, and it's on wheels. It's like a tank or something. And Rusty, his kid's on the back, and he's like, slap that pig.
Hey, it's okay to slap the pig as long as you slap it for the God Emperor.
I mean, that's why I had to use the Space Marines when I did that.
Exactly.
Because I don't think I want Deckard Cain telling me what slap that pig means.
I
might have something to do with Diablo.
Slap the pig, but it was in a brothel in Tristan about 30 years ago. That's a while, and listen.
That's when Wirt lost his leg.
I don't remember this DLC for Diablo 3.
So if we told Deckard to slap that cow, would he mention the secret Cow King level?
Yes. He'd have to, right? Contractually obligated.
I mean, if he didn't, I would feel like that was a little, missed out opportunity.
That's true. That's true. It feels like it's been a while since we've been here. You know?
We were going to do last week, and we couldn't because things came up.
That's true. They did.
But we were here the week before that.
Were we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was the Game Awards.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I thought that was longer a way ago.
So, what are we talking about at the end of the year? Like, what we're thankful for? I don't know.
No, that's a Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
we already passed that.
Yeah.
Who our true love is? No, that's Valentine's Day.
That's true. Also, you're married, so there's really only one answer. If you have a different answer, it's going to be bad for you.
And you don't want it on a recording that somebody
That's true.
Can pull back
you
up.
don't. We'll have to delete the VOD.
That's true.
True.
Just looking out for you in that one.
Here's a question for you, Diz.
Mhm.
In order from least liked to most liked, what are your top games that you played in 2024?
So games that I played. Okay, so let's think about what I've played. I have played. Here, hold on. I probably have somewhat of a list here.
Mm-hmm.
This will work here.
Or the
So
games that came out in 2024 that you liked the best.
I know
Whichever way you want to go with it.
The most recent game that we've played is Path of Exile 2.
Yes.
I like it pretty good, but it's not my favorite game. So let's see what else I've got. I
Also,
played a
we've
lot
literally just started yet.
Played a lot of Baldur's Gate 3.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoyed it. I'd say it's in the top 5.
Okay.
Enshrouded would probably have to be in the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Played a little bit of Throne and Liberty. Okay. I understand why people like.
I've not played it since it released. I've only played it
haven't
during
really played
beta.
It.
We got a guy at work though that loves it. It is his thing.
I would say top 5 that I like. Baldur's Gate 3, Enshrouded. Let's see. Path of Exiles 2. I like it pretty good. WoW Classic.
Fair.
Because I can't get away from that game for some reason. And probably my favorite game would be Helldivers 2.
No, good list. Good list. I like it.
Now, at the bottom of the list would probably be, and I hate to say it, Final Fantasy 14. And I really want to like the game. I just can't like it for some reason.
You can go kiss a duck.
And hopeful games to play in the future. We played a little bit of it and had a blast for like an hour. Conan Exiles.
Yeah. We were definitely entertaining to the people that were on the Zoom call, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yep, that is true.
So what about Buck?
Well,
Do you have a list?
I wrote down 8.
8 is a good number. 8 is great, I've heard.
But in that regard, if we're only doing the top 5,
You can say as many as you want to. I just rounded
no
off and
rules
said
here.
5 for Diz. He mentioned like 15, so it's fine.
I would say at the bottom, because you said go from least to greatest, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say at the bottom's PAX Day.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about PAX Day.
We all know why.
I really want to like that game.
I would put it at the bottom.
Yeah.
I think it will. I think it will be a really good game.
Mm-hmm.
It just needs some more optimizing.
Needs some milk.
Yeah.
All right. PAX Day is your least.
And then I would probably follow that up with Critter Cove is next.
Critter Cove. Okay. Not heard of that one. But isn't that like the PC of Animal Crossing?
It's Animal Crossing, but there's also survival stuff in it. You have to you're in like what's the equivalent of a water world. You've got like certain little islands that you can go explore, but a lot of the stuff you're getting is underwater.
Gotcha.
But
Mm.
it's not completed, and a lot of things on it
That's most games anymore.
are held up. So
True.
that kind of like it's not even time gated. It's um, they tell you got to go get certain things, but then when you go and get them, sometimes they don't count. So you've got to get more than what you're supposed to get gathered for it to work, and check it off your list. And some of the quests don't go away like they're supposed to after you complete them, so you don't know if you got them done or not.
Yeah.
And so they got a lot of work to do on that one before they really get it polished enough for it to make a big deal. The third one, um, and that's only because I didn't play it much this year, is Final Fantasy 14. That's just because I haven't played it much this
No,
year.
that was to him.
Oh.
It's your third favorite.
The next one would be Enshrouded.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put Nightingale above it because to me,
Interesting.
Nightingale had a lot more challenge to it than Enshrouded did.
Yeah.
Because once I became a Beastmaster, I was running past shit that y'all are like, Buck, we're having to fight this. I was like, hang on, I'll come back. And then they left y'all alone. So the class I picked, I didn't really have to deal with shit.
I will say that I had a
and
build that was similar to that, Buck. I had like almost a paladin build where I was like healing as quickly as I was being damaged. And I went back in there a couple months ago and they've changed some things a little bit. My build didn't work as well as it did before. So
yeah, because they probably were tired of watching people run right through it. Like,
yeah.
we got to slow this down a little bit, make them
Yep.
have to work for it.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that number 6 though would be Ark. And the biggest reason that Ark isn't closer to the top is because Snail and Wildcard cannot release content on time.
I knew that was going to be the reason.
They're a fucking snail. What are you expecting?
Yeah, well, push it back is getting annoying. They need to
Way
stop
back.
that shit. And then I'd say 7 and 8 are kind of a toss up on which one, because 7 Days to Die and World of Warcraft are the final two on my list. I really like the new expansion for World of Warcraft. But for 7 Days to Die, I put Rebirth beside it because I really like Rebirth. It's challenging. It's hard as fuck. And I'm gonna die a lot once we get going on this.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try
Definitely.
not to. So, there's that. But I'd say that those two may potentially be a little interchangeable, or at least closer to 1 and 2 being on up the top past 3. Clan's over here trying to find all the games that he has touched and make a list.
I am trying to put my games in an organized list. That is true.
But I didn't really play many, games this year. Pretty much just those 8. Because, I mean, I had a chance to, or we're supposed to be getting together to do Conan Exiles, as y'all, me, and then Stacks with the people in Dungeon Mechanics. But I thought, well, if I start playing that now by myself, then I'm going to run off and leave y'all. And if I get into it like I normally get into games like that, I ain't going to want to start a brand new character when I've already
But
started on my building.
if you start at the same time we start, okay? and you only play the exact same amount of time that we play, you're still going to be ahead of us. Because did you see how much we fucked around in just the first like hour that we played it?
Professional fucked around.
Yeah.
And I'm professional of the mindset of I've got tasks to do, and y'all fucking around, I'm gonna leave y'all in the dust. I'll see y'all later.
I picked a fight with some guy doing a ritual down in a cave. Who was talking to ghosts. He almost murdered me. I did get murdered by some big bug thing.
Well, plus y'all had
Nice.
all those fights with all those boar and stuff, right? That were like kicking y'all's ass.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We did.
It was enjoyable. It was very chaotic.
It was very chaotic. It was crazy. I'll give it that.
Do you have a list now? Still working on it.
No, I believe I have a list
All right.
of the things I played this year that come to my mind when I think of the top games I played this year. Okay,
Number
so
1, No Man's Sky.
nope. No Man's Sky is not on the list. I have tried and tried and I cannot get into that game and I don't know why, but I
I've never
cannot
tried
get
to
into
play
that
it.
game. I own the game. I really want to play it because you can get the Normandy in No Man's Sky. But I just cannot get into it and I haven't figured out why. It's just not clicked in my brain yet.
Number 2, Star Wars Rebels.
I ain't played
Nope.
that yet either.
Oh no, it's not
that.
Rebels. What was it called? It's called
Outlaws.
Outlaws. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
I
haven't
haven't
played that.
yet.
I haven't played that.
I
I
haven't
knew
heard
what he
good
meant.
things.
That's why I was like, I haven't played that yet.
Yeah, I like Star Wars Rebels, the show.
Yeah.
All right. So I have 12 on my list.
Okay.
Okay. So going from
Hold on, checking with the judges. We'll allow it. Yes.
All right. Thank you. So going from number 12
He's trying to one up you, Dis.
All right. So number 12 is Oscar. I've only got to play it for a little bit, but it's really neat. What you're doing. You can play with other people. You can play with a maximum of 2 other people in the same world. You have to summon villagers and give them jobs and everything. It's very similar to Bellwright. There's a lot of similarities between the two games. It's just one is set in like mythical Viking world and one is set in medieval times.
To me, Bellwright seems to be more in depth than Oscar. Oscar seems to be, if you just kind of want to have that same gameplay, but maybe not as complex. I don't know if that's how it is.
Maybe
that's how
I don't know. I've not played
to me.
Bellwright, but like the building and everything in Bellwright is identical to Oscar. A copy paste. We'll see. I don't know. Bellwright is also made by the same people that make Ark. Updates may be delayed per double up buck.
Yeah.
11 Wayfinder. I like that game. It has been totally redone from what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be like a looter type game, like a Destiny kind of game. And then
they've got really good furniture there too.
That's Wayfair.
Oh, Wayfair. Sorry. Yeah.
That's
okay.
Wayfair.
And they got just what you need.
I've heard that. But yeah, they're pretty good. So they've turned it into like a multiplayer drop in, drop out Zelda. Kinda.
Okay.
So, and it's pretty neat. There's lots of characters that you can unlock. There's DLC to where you can get skins that make them look like Critical Role characters.
Damn.
So it's pretty, so it's pretty cool. I enjoy that one. Number 10, and I would rank this higher, but I would want to play now that there's the big update that just happened. I would like to play it to see how it is now. Because it's been about a year since we played it. I'd like to play it again, see how it's changed. but it's Power World. Power World is a game that I liked and I shouldn't have.
There's
But
just
it
too
was
many games
fun.
that came out at the same time. It was just
There was just too many games that came out at the same time, but it was fun. I had a lot of fun with it. I really want to go back to it. Like I said, it was just fun, especially if you had a couple of buds online playing with you. And we had way more enjoyment out of it than we ever should have. So if you're interested and you ever thought what would happen if you give Pikachu a gun and used it to build a house, that's the game for you.
or if you had a couple of buds and then you got online to play Power World, you'd probably have a good time.
That's true. That's true. Yep. You popped an
That's-
edible and then played Power World, you'd probably have a really good time. We'll ask Rolly to confirm.
Mm.
Number 9, Conan Exiles. We played it that one night, but we were hilarious. We were almost pissed ourselves. We laughed so hard. So,
And I tell you what we've been waiting for.
Buns out.
I wanted to wait long enough so that we forgot everything that we learned. And
Yes.
that we could
yes.
re-experience it again.
That way we can go back in fresh.
Flash.
Flash.
Yes.
With
Yeah.
Flash, yes,
Yeah.
with breasts and or Johnsons flinging in the wind. But we did have fun with that. Another game that I played this year that I liked way more playing it this time than I did before, and I think it's just because I started over again and I started going through the story because there's now a story. It's Fallout 76.
Hmm.
I played that a little bit and I liked it. I have to say it was very good. It made a lot of good changes to that game, and I would highly recommend it if you wanted to start out with something like a survival game, a little bit with a little bit of light crafting, and you like the Fallout universe. They definitely try Fallout 76.
Chad,
I
can
wish
guarantee Ark
Borderlands-
is not on his list.
I wish Borderlands and Fallout
It
would
is not.
mash together. And they would bring like the detailed story writing from Fallout and the gameplay from Borderlands. Put them together.
If they would make a deep story rich Borderlands online looter shooter, I think the Gearbox could just print money at that point. Because that's what everybody wants. They want a Borderlands Destiny like. Is what they
Call
want.
it like Gun Gale Online or something, or
Yeah, if you got it, Gun Gale Online.
Mm.
Yeah.
Just spitballing some ideas here.
Mm.
That
Pretty sure I know some people that would get some deep shit if they called
it's
it
fine. Just have Bandai Namco buy Borderlands, and then they call it because Bandai Namco owns Gun Gale Online. It's fine. It'd be great. Since they can't trace you, as you know from the anime, it's all independent servers, and the server they're on is operated out of America.
It's right.
Because guns. The MMO with guns is operated out of the United States, of course.
that is American magic, sir.
Which server
Yeah.
you on? Smith and Wesson or Glock?
I'm on Colt.
I'm on
Colts.
Springfield. Number 7 is one that these two have probably never heard of. But I played the beta. I really enjoyed it, and I bought it on the Steam sale. And I plan on playing it in the coming year. But it's called the Thaumaturge.
I've heard of it.
And it's very interesting. It
Oh, the
takes
spell.
place. Well, I know the class from Final Fantasy 14. They eventually become a black mage at level 30.
True.
But it takes place during like World War I Russia, or in that general area, and you're this guy that hunts spirits, and you run into Rasputin, and you have to help all these little villages and stuff like that, and it's very cool. I'm doing a horrible job explaining it. You just have to play the demo. It's very good. I liked it a lot. It was very interesting.
If there's not a game set in Russia that you don't run into Rasputin, Is it really even a
You
game
failed,
that was
right.
in
You just-
Russia?
Exactly. You failed at life, pretty much.
Mm.
Number 6, and it would have been higher if I could just get more people to play at one time. And it is the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV, available right now for free up to the Stormblood expansion and level 70. So there you go. Suck it, Diz.
I mean, I tried. I tried to play an archer, and it turned me into a bard, and I didn't want to be a bard. And then I tried to play a rogue, and it turned me into a cynical old man because I hate that motherfucker. What's his name?
Jackie.
Cockney
Jackie.
Jackie.
Yep.
Jackie.
It's not Jackie. It's Jack with an E.
Yeah, the Cockney
Oh my
guy.
god. Speak English,
That's his favorite. That's his favorite, chat.
Yeah. To be
So
fair,
then I found White
he's not
Mage,
saying
and I
this.
played
Yeah, I
White
was gonna say,
Mage,
He liked White Mage.
and I enjoy White Mage, but I don't know, I just can't get into the story. And then you really like that one guy in it, the guy who's like, what's his name? Wears the suit, doing all kinds of weird shit.
Oh,
Hildebrand.
Hildebrand.
Hildebrand. Yeah,
See,
I
he
can't
doesn't
get
care
into
for him.
that.
And
How
there's
can you
one
not
other
like Hildebrand?
Chad, there's one other thing that Diz does about this game that me and Clinton can't stand about it is he wants to kill all the cabbage people.
That's
Yeah,
true.
there's that. I also give everybody nicknames because I can't remember their actual names. There's Blondie and Shorty and Camel Toe and
I know who you mean when you say camel toe.
Yep.
and then there's
Shorty.
Goggles.
Mhm.
What do you call your Stola? Cat lady?
Yeah. I think
Diz
I
calls
actually
her mommy.
remember her name.
Yes.
Or Clan, I mean, calls her mommy.
I remember
Yeah.
her
Calls her
name.
mommy.
And then you've
we must
got
protect your Stola at all costs, Chad.
I don't understand.
there's
I would say we have to
metrosexual
protect
Sid.
Minphilia, but reasons, chat.
Yeah,
We
well,
can't
I mean,
protect Minphilia.
she protected now.
Yeah, she good.
She is out of our reach.
You hurt my soul when you say things like that, Diz. You hurt my soul.
What I
You
want to know
got-
though, Chad, is how Diz knows any part about the story to be able to even talk about it because he don't read and they don't talk as much.
See, it's got in there.
There's 847 quests. And that's just the introduction.
Well, for a long time, that was the whole game.
Yeah, well, try to become lore master in classic, Diz. Tell me how many quests are involved with that.
Exactly. It's like running through classic.
I mean, I could do that probably.
Anyway.
Back to your list.
Yeah, back to my list before I get upset. Number 5 is 7 Days to Die.
I finally converted him, chat.
I was like, I
the
can't,
graphics.
I can't go in. It does help that it is way better looking than it used to be. But I decided I'm gonna get can't go into a world where somebody's already there and already got stuff set up. I gotta go in fresh. Gotta learnificate myself.
I
So I
mean, it makes
did.
sense.
Started the default map, Navigans, got it going. Started going through, and it clicked. Like, okay, I got this now. I know what I gotta do. I got it going on. So it clicked for me. I like it. I think it's definitely better than Ark.
This is all because you don't have any structure in art because you don't know how to start.
Exactly. Well, at least 7 Days tells me what to do.
I mean,
There's no rules
to get going.
You know,
Exactly.
it's in
There's no
Ark.
rules, and I have to have order. But yeah, so then I've also I downloaded the 7 days mod installer thing. So I've got me two mods installed for 7 days. I've got District Zero, which adds robots and nanite zombies to the mix.
You're
And then
fighting
I've
Skynet, chat.
yep, you're fighting Skynet.
Hey, not to diverge, but what the fuck is on your microphone?
Oh, I was wondering when you were going to see that. Yeah. So the other day I came into my room and this was on my microphone. Can you tell what it is?
Is that an Ewok?
It
It
looks
is
like
an Ewok.
it looks like an Ewok with a Skull Kid mask on.
Yeah. So it's an Ewok.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. Gladys Allen
Nice.
put an Ewok on my microphone. Right next to this little friendship bracelet that he made me. So there it is, and it's on my microphone. So now I have an Ewok on my microphone.
So maybe it's Wicket for Halloween. He went as a skeleton
Maybe.
because that's Wicket's little cowl that that Ewok has on.
So there you go. There it is. I also agree with Rob Bob. This year was a good year for games. Let's see. After 7 days, I got WoW Classic. Because I'm like this WoW Classic. Every time they reload it, it pulls me back in. It's just WoW Classic is the ultimate form of WoW. That's just the way it is, Chad. I'm sorry. WoW peaked in 2004. And then after that, the last three are more familiar games that we've talked about here on this show and other Nerdcopia shows over the year. Number 3 is Enshrouded. Enshrouded, I think I found out about it first, and I told Diz about it, and then we told
Yeah,
Buck about it, and
I
then
think
we
you
got into the
described
beta.
it. I can't remember if you described it that way or if I did, but you described it as like a survival game, but like Fable.
Yes, that's exactly how it was. It's like a Fable survival game. And then it came out in January of this year, and we played it, and it was pretty good, and I enjoyed it. We did a lot of stuff in it, and now supposedly it's even better.
Well, they've added the
They've done a lot of
dungeons.
stuff. Yeah,
and
they've
added a
added the
lot of other
dungeons.
stuff to
They've
it.
tweaked some of the classes and the abilities and stuff. They've tweaked combat
Mm-hmm.
and enemies. So their enemies are a little bit smarter than they used to be. So eventually, I would assume sometime in the coming year we'll go back to Enshrouded.
Yep.
Number 2, and some of you may be surprised that this isn't number 1. And it could have been number 1, but once again, it's one of those games where I was hoping I would have people to play with, and then everybody's told me to fuck off. So this one is Once Human. I have played this a lot. Like I said, when I first started playing it, it should not have clicked with me, but it did. I enjoy it a lot. I've played the normal map, the hard map, and the Way of Winter map. The Way of Winter map, horribly. Really enjoyed it. It's free. So there you go. But now my nephews are playing it, so I'm hoping I'll be able to join up with them and play a little bit. I know that there's other people that are playing that I know. And then my number 1 game, of course, is Helldivers 2. Because holy shit, that was the best $30 I've spent this year.
Yep.
100%. The most bang for my buck that I have spent this year. To the point that when they release a pack of stuff, I'm like, yeah, sure, you guys deserve it. Fuck. I don't know how you guys are making money, but fuck, here you go.
I hope they make the
Yeah.
their transport vehicle that they've put in the new expansion. They make it a little more durable because every time I got in it, the wheels fell off of it.
Well, I think that's
It's
half
really
the
hard to
fun.
drive with two wheels.
It is. It's just getting someone thrown out of the not warthog
Not Warthog.
while
Yeah.
you're trying to shoot Illuminant. So yeah,
Speaking of Warthog, Rebirth has a Warthog in it, Clan.
there you go. I do want to play Rebirth. I do. Eventually, I am going to
Hey,
play
at
Rebirth.
least we know how to get it to work.
That's true. We do know how to get it to work.
Until Ramsey gets it caught up to 1.2.
Yep.
But then, of course, 2.0 will come out probably before he gets it all caught up.
Exactly. Where we have Killer
I
Wound.
have another topic for
Right.
everybody. Is there a very short list of things that you're wanting to happen in the next year in video games?
I want
have-
releases to slow down.
That's a good one. That is a really good one. Maybe if they would talk to each other and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna release this in January. Wait until like March to release yours."
Yeah. They need to have a lottery and everybody gets to pick.
Yeah.
Right. And one winner a month. So that's 12 releases and everybody else get the fuck out. Maybe release at Christmas time when everybody used to release their games back in the day. They ain't got time for this 3 great games being released in 1 month bullshit that we had this year multiple times.
So one thing I'm looking forward to that I think I've been told that is going to happen that may allow me to play this game. And I think Clan's the one who told me is that they're going to allow you to hide the backpack in Once Human. So you don't have to have that stupid ass backpack on your back. Annoys the hell out of me.
Well,
Ashes of Creation actually coming out. Yeah, I hope that as well, Rob Bob. Yeah.
One of the things I hope is that when they say they're going to release something, that it actually gets released on time.
That would be good.
Because you get all these people, and it's not just Ark. You get all these people all hyped up for this game, and they pre-order it and they're ready, and then they get told, "Oh, we have to push this back another month because something fucked up." Or when they release it, it automatically breaks as it comes out. And it's like, oh, well, now we got to do a hot fix and everything's going to be down for like 3 days because we aren't exactly sure what broke. And it's like, if it's not ready, then don't tell everybody when it's coming out until it's ready.
Yep. I agree. I wish that they released more games that were ready to play.
Oh, yeah. We're at 1.0.
Yeah.
Right when they released them.
Yeah. I wish that was the thing. And we didn't have these early access that last for, 1+ years,
Well, I mean, just like Valheim, right? They keep bringing stuff out, but
That's
you can't fully play it.
Finish the damn game.
Yeah, because you can't fully play it without having to restart your whole world.
Yeah,
and I want to play through that game from start to finish.
Yes, it's a very good game, but I want to play the actual game from beginning to end because it's one of those games that they've said this game will end. There is an ending, and when you get there, it's done. Yep. If you want to play more, you have to start the game over again.
Or go play a different game, is what they said.
Yeah, or go play a different game. So you, like the chat saying, Rob Bob said he's over betas and stuff. And Diz was like, yeah, when you take days off work to play and it's not ready to play.
Yeah. The reason I wanted to get in Ashes of Creation is because we have been looking forward to that game for 5+ years, I think, at this point.
Yeah, at least 5 years.
I wanted to see anything about it. That's why I wanted in on that one.
Yeah. Also, Ashes is weird. Like the guy that is the people that are making Ashes all work for one guy, and he's personally funding the game. So it's very different. Like, they had their first alpha, and people came back and said, well, the combat sucks. So then they took the game away for like a year and came back and were like, okay, we fixed it. Can you try it out now and see how it is? And he's very responsive to the community when they're like, hey, this is broken or this doesn't work or we would like to see this. He's like, all right, cool. Hold on a minute. We'll see if we can't implement that.
Hold my beer.
Yeah, hold my beer. Yeah, something like that. It's crazy. It's a very unique situation, and the game itself is really cool. Like
I
it's even
enjoyed
this early in
playing
the
the
game.
healing class. It was really
Yeah.
fun. And you were playing a caster, I think, and I was playing a healer, and we were trying to fight this big rock elemental thing that we shed no purpose,
God.
no business
Oh
fighting
my
this thing,
God.
and
It
just
hurts
getting
so
our asses
bad.
handed to us over and over again. And it was fun. I enjoyed it,
It was.
even though we were
It
dying.
was. You will have just as much fun getting your ass kicked as you do of kicking something's ass. And there's just certain events that would just naturally bring people together. They're like, hey, can you help us do this? Or hey, can I help you do that? I need to get that too.
Also, they give you a mount during the introduction phase of the game.
They do. Yeah, level 2, you get a mount. It's great.
You get a mount, yeah.
Yep. Yep. It like the game world that's in it right now. It's not the biggest game world I've ever been in, but it seems big enough. And that's just like 1/80th of the game world.
Yeah.
They've said. So like the game world's going to be huge. I could
They're
talk
going to
about
have to have
Ashes
some
for a
type
long
of
time.
portal or summoning system or something, because you're not going to be able to travel across the world. It'll take you like 3 months actual time.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. And there's these huge open world dungeons. You just go to them and
you get halfway there and you're like, shit, I forgot my sword.
Oh, that would be the worst. Oh my God. Yeah.
Forgot the key to the dungeon. Oh, damn it.
Yeah. Ashes is a very unique game.
One other thing I'm looking forward to in this next year is if we go back to PAX Day, that it doesn't take 47 years to craft one iron bar.
Yes, thank you. Please.
Because some of us have jobs and lives, and we just want to sit down and play a game for a little while. We're not trying to start an empire.
No, and that's the bad part. There's like the time sink that goes into it, because the actual crafting and stuff that you do in it makes sense and it feels good when you actually do it. And the cool part is there's a chance that even if you're anything below like mastery level on crafting an item, there is a chance you will fail at making it. But it's just such a time sink.
Yeah. And me and Tim actually ran into an aspect of the game that I think that they should turn the focus of the game towards is the social interaction in the game. Less than the world building and all that. These alliances and betrayals and stuff like that it would be good if they could work that into the game, because that's not something I've seen in another game, that would be part of the actual, design of the game. I've seen some games, it develops it in the player base, but not actually part of the mechanics of the system. So because you can't be good at everything in that game. There's no way. Nobody has that kind of time.
No, that's true.
Now, you see, I'm trying to challenge Buck here.
Almost no one has that kind of time.
I was gonna say, y'all know at least one in your
Yeah.
circle of people that have that kind of time.
2/3 of the people on this show do not have that kind of time.
That's why you don't want that person that can do it to be opposite of you in a game.
That's true. Very true.
I did make them a challenge one time, chat, that I'd be in a clan by myself, and Clan and Diaz and Hardley and whoever else wanted to in Ark could be in the tribe together, and we'd race to see who could get the best building and the most dinos in a certain amount of time. And all of them told me no.
I don't even know how you get a dino.
Yeah, but if Hardley's on your team, she does.
This is what I thought about you yesterday, Buck.
No shit.
I
ain't
even
gonna tell what you
mentioned
were doing then.
mentioned you. So apparently,
Close on or close off, Clan?
close on.
Okay.
Ah,
all right.
Close on.
all right.
Yeah. So apparently, my youngest niece has a new bow,
Mm-hmm.
and him and
Recurve or compound?
recurve.
Okay.
Him and my other niece's husband were talking about video games, and he mentioned Ark. He said he played Ark a lot. He's like, I've got probably over 1,000 hours in Ark. He said, I played Ark, Survival Evolved. He said, I'm not too big a fan of Survival Ascended, but he said, played it public PvP servers and everything. And he was telling all these stories. I was like, holy shit, you sound like Buck. So yeah, I was like, well, I
do
know
all
a
the time.
guy that's his second favorite game.
Yeah.
He played it a lot. I said, I played it
Mm-hmm.
and I built a house out of thatch, then I upgraded that house to stone, and then I was done. I didn't know what else to do after that.
I think I actually put some some piping in for some water.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
I
That
built. Well,
that part pisses me off.
Yeah.
The water and the electrical now. Because you can only have 3 generators. And they only have a certain radius. And anything out of that radius, you can't put a light source in and power it on with the generator. But I could put one generator in and evolve, and I could run fucking shit for miles and light up every square inch of a base off of one generator. And if they give me Steampunk mod back the way it was in Evolved, I only need one generator.
That's right.
And I won't even need gasoline for that. Sorry,
I thought you
sucker.
just
All I
used
need is a trike.
I thought you just put redstone down and then it just took care of it.
No, this ain't Minecraft.
I
But
don't
you
know
give
what
me
that is.
you give me Steampunk with a trike generator and it's on. I won't have to make anything else.
That's
What
true.
was the Ark Minecraft game?
Pixark.
Pixar, yeah.
Ark. Yeah.
Yep.
I played it as it first came out. I like some of the aspects of it that I wish they'd put in Ark.
I have not played it.
Like you can make a gun rack that you put on your wall, and when you put your firearms in it, it shows them in the gun rack.
That'd be cool.
You make a spear rack and you set it on the ground and you put your javelins and spears and stuff in it, and it actually shows them there. Other than getting a mod put in that allows me to make like a mannequin that I can put my armor on, I can't display any of my gear.
Even if it's Metal Gear.
Yeah, no.
Are there any games that you're excited about coming out next year? that you already know
Years.
about?
Yeah.
So,
Gears
one game
of War.
that I'm looking forward to is Suikoden 1 and 2 HD remaster.
100%. Yes.
Yep.
They shall be mine. Oh,
Yep.
yes. They shall be mine.
I didn't play the first one. I played a lot of the second one, but I didn't get to beat it. I didn't own it. I rented it. That's back when we rented games.
That is true. I remember renting games. That was fun. Also, if anybody wants to send some Steam credit my way, that would be great. Really appreciate it. I have 125 games on my wish list.
Games. Our game that I hope comes out next year is Fable, because if that game comes out, that's what I'll be playing, and I won't be playing anything else until I'm done with that one.
Fair. Fair.
We'll
But
lose
I don't know
this,
that it will
yeah.
come out next year. It has not been
For
announced.
your sake, I hope it does come out.
For our sakes, I hope it comes out.
Yeah.
And
'cause
finally,
if not,
the game that I wish would come out just anytime would be Dark and Light HD remaster.
come on, Snail Games, you can do it. You still own the IP.
I mean, they can't do it when they're trying to figure out Ark Survival Ascended and Ark 2 and their space survival game. And
Dark and Light. Pork chops evolved.
Dark and Light, the sun rises again.
Yep. Yep.
Watch out for the Reaper.
Well, now I just got that song from Bill and Ted in my
Do
head.
fear the Reaper.
As soon
You
as he
may
said
be a
that,
king or
I
a
went
little street sweeper, but sooner or later you'll dance with the Reaper.
the only thought went
People
through my
will
head
die.
was Supernatural and the song. Every time you saw death.
It was so fun. It shouldn't have been. 'Cause it was like, I remember playing it when it had very first came out. And it was so rough. Like, the NPCs couldn't even talk. Like, they were just, you'd go and click on them and like nothing would happen. It was weird. They had two
Fun
versions of they had two worlds. And one world was the one we played in, which was kind of normal. The only thing weird about it was that it had this Grim Reaper that could fucking one-shot the guards. So it was a little scary. The other one had just random shit that was walking around like skeletons and earth elementals, and they would just run up and start beating the shit out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're never gonna release that game.
No, that game is deader than dead.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, we could have caught and tamed dragons or something instead of dinosaurs.
Good have. Good have. What we wanted to do. I know a game that is coming out next year that you are excited about once I tell you the name. But before that, I have two games that I am looking forward to coming out next year. Three technically. Next month is Rebirth on PC.
Yeah,
that's coming out. And then in the end of February is Monster Hunter Wilds coming out. Looking forward to that. Let's see. I'm also looking forward to Suikoden 1 and 2. That's coming out March 6th.
Yep.
Then there's another game that I'm looking forward to. It's supposed to release sometime in Q1, but I have a feeling it'll probably get pushed back Q2. It's called The Altars. And it's a fun little game. but there is a game here. Let me find it here in my list. That I know you were looking forward to, and I was looking forward to it a lot. Maybe because it doesn't have a release date. It may be here at the bottom. Oh, yeah, here it is. Threads of Fate.
Threads of Fate. Yes.
Yep. It's
Oh,
supposed to be
here,
released sometime in 2025, but
let,
yeah, that game
let me
looks
just
very
pull up my wish list because now that you mentioned that, there's some at the bottom of the wish list down here on Steam that have no release date.
Yep.
Chat
Got
mentioned
Arc
one that
Age
I'll probably play
Chronicles.
on stream.
Which game?
That's the chat mentioned one that I'll probably play on stream.
What's that one?
Subnautica.
Oh,
2.
Subnautica.
I like
yeah.
the first one.
I know.
I was not into
Broly
streaming.
VT
at the
has
time.
brought that one up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do
Threads of
like
Fate.
Subnautica. I would like to try that.
Definitely.
I guess it's like a second mission or whatever. The Frozen.
Oh yeah. It has a lot to it for sure.
Yeah, I would like to try that out.
So, let's see. There was a game that looked really good. And I think, did you get to play in the beta of it, Light No Fire?
No, that's the game made by the guy that makes the space game that I can't get into. What is it? No Man's Sky. It's
No
made
Man's
by
Sky?
yeah, it's made by the people that make No Man's Sky.
Yep.
No,
That
I've
one
not
looked
gotten into the
interesting.
beta for it.
Because it doesn't look like there's magic or anything involved in that, maybe, or something. I don't know.
No, it's supposedly
Look
a
more like
survival game that you can do anything you
medieval
want to.
building, yeah.
Yep. So that'll be interesting.
And then there was a game that I think you kind of pointed out to me. It's called Dracantos.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It looks interesting,
Dracantos.
and it doesn't look like it would be a huge time sink to play.
Yeah, it's like a 16-bit MMO.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you could play an MMO on your Super Nintendo, this is what it would look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a game that you mentioned that I would love to play this next year, and I have not bought it, but I keep every time I see it, I want to buy it and play it. Is that Oscar?
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. I also want to play in the coming year Fantasian Neo Dimension.
What's up with these names anymore?
I don't know. But it's made by Sakaguchi, the guy who made Final Fantasy. And the music's done by Uematsu, the guy that done the music in all the Final Fantasy games. This is supposed to be his last soundtrack that he does, where he does the entire soundtrack. He's retiring. But they put it on mobile first, his studio Mistwalker. And then basically my guess is that the Final Fantasy community just loves Sakaguchi so much that Square had no choice but to bring him back. So they've decided they put up the money to do a remaster on consoles and PC and made it Fantasian Neo Dimension. But the cool part is it's like an old school turn-based JRPG. But the reason he made it is because he was at home one day and he was playing Final Fantasy VI. And he said, I want to make a game like this again. And the cool part is a lot of the backgrounds.
You know that one awesome thing that I did? I would love to do that a second time. You know,
awesome thing
could I do that
again?
just another?
Yeah. Yeah. So that was his
Okay.
inspiration for making this
That's
game.
getting added to the wish list. Okay.
Yep. And then a lot of the world backgrounds and stuff were actually models that they built, and then they scanned in to the software. So that's kind of cool too. But yeah, I
So this
definitely want to
game is
play that.
out.
Yeah, it's out. It came out the
Yeah.
5th of December. It is out right now for $50. You can play it right now. There's a demo. You
It
want to
kind of
try
looks
it
like
out?
Final Fantasy VII, like the combat is what it looks like because you're kind of standing out.
Yeah. Yeah. But
They so they beat the guy in that little clip and it said victory.
yep. Yeah. Also, in this
Oh.
version of the game, you can actually bring in music from the other some of the other Final Fantasy games if you want to.
Oh damn. It's gonna be 15 where I'm driving around in the car listening to old Final Fantasy music, not playing the
That was
main
the
storyline.
That was the best part of 15. The even better part is when you found the Walkman,
Yep.
and then you could just listen to old Final Fantasy music anytime you wanted to. But yeah, I definitely want this game. So yeah, it's on the list.
Yep.
Chat. I don't know if you know this about me, but Final Fantasy 6 is my favorite Final Fantasy. What's up, Pop Rock Poppy? Thanks for joining in chat. If WoW Classic wasn't out, I'd be playing Final Fantasy 16. Yep, I've got to play that.
Yeah, I haven't touched that yet either.
I've got to play. I've played it a little bit on PlayStation. I have it on PC now.
Yeah.
I need to
Rebirth.
start.
There's 16.
Need to start
Goodness.
Remake so that I can play Rebirth.
Just
So
start
You've got
Remake.
you've got a
You will get
massive
hooked
list,
in
though,
there,
Clam.
okay?
I
Now,
hope so.
the combat is weird, okay? But it's not I feel like it's the best live action combat in an RPG that I've played.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I played the demo of Rebirth and I tried the combat. It just felt weird to me. I don't
It
know.
is weird.
It did
weird.
feel
There's a
it
lot
felt
of
weird.
running around. So but
Yeah.
once you get the feel of it, the combat is decent, you know.
Yeah. Like I want to play it. I enjoyed 7. I've beat 7 multiple times.
Just wait till you fight the fucking house.
But
It is a literal fucking house. It's huge.
I know. I know. I beat it in the original 7.
Yeah.
Wait till it sucks you through the front door and then beats your ass.
It will.
There you go. There's already more. There's already a bunch of shit I need to play, and it's not
I
even.
know, that's what I said.
new
You've got a
year yet.
massive list, and you ain't even got it touched.
In my game, I'm trying to build the relationship between Cloud and Aerith because I think they'll be a really cute couple by the end of the game.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Just before you get too far in the game, make sure you take all your good stuff off Aerith.
Oh, where?
Yeah.
You know, in case you
She gets way
something
better
up
stuff
and
at this one part of the game. She gets
Right.
brand new stuff, so it's fine.
Plus, if you fumble it and she has to leave you for whatever reason, Diz, you don't have to worry about losing all your stuff.
That's true. I mean, it's not like she was in love with this other guy before she met Cloud.
That Cloud also knows.
Yeah.
That's not weird or anything.
Not at all.
He didn't make it, so you're my fallback guy.
That was a good show. Fallback guy. And then the movie that came out recently, well, at the beginning of the year, that was good too.
Well, what about movies this year?
Shit.
What have you enjoyed?
Let's see. Did Ghostbusters come out this year?
The most recent one did.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one. I want to see Sonic 3 because everybody says it's really good.
Have y'all watched Red One yet?
I've not watched Red 1 yet.
Mm-mm.
It's on Amazon. Like you can stream it free on Amazon Prime right now.
Let's see here.
I owned this one,
What
but I haven't
came
watched
out?
it yet, which is the new Alien movie. Romulus.
Oh, Alien Romulus. Yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't watched that one
I haven't
either.
watched it yet.
I haven't watched that Alien movie either, where it goes back. It's said like in like Native American times or
Oh,
whatever.
that's Predator.
Oh, Predator. Well, yeah, I
It's
haven't
called
watched that one
Prey.
either.
But yeah,
Yep.
that's the Predator movie.
Yeah.
Have you guys enjoyed any of these live action Disney movies?
No, they're all
Not either,
horrible.
yeah. Yep. And now that they've announced what Snow White or something,
Yeah.
gonna
They've
be coming out.
announced. So I know Diz doesn't like horror movies, but Clan, did you know that they're making a horror movie of Peter Pan?
Yep.
I kind of want to see that one, even though I know that it's following the more like Grimm's version of fairy tales. I kind of
I
want to see
mean,
that.
I
one.
could be into those if it's like fairy tale, like
Isn't
with
it
the
made by the
horror.
same
I could
people
probably
that
get
made
into it.
the Winnie the Pooh,
Winnie the Pooh
movies? Yeah.
Mhm. I haven't
So-
seen either one of those, but I didn't really think that would pique my interest. That seemed more like Five Nights at Freddy's almost. The way they made Pooh, but
Something that they've started this year, with this Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim.
mm,
I haven't watched that yet, but I like that path where they're starting to tell stories from other parts of the Tolkien, universe. I like that.
well, they're trying
and
to fill in
developing
the
some other
gaps.
characters. Yeah.
Here's the
They're-
only
they're-
problem with that, and it's the same problem that they're having in the Marvel universe.
Mm.
Nobody cares.
Well, these stories can develop these other characters.
You're right, and they can. The problem is nobody cares about those other characters.
Well, nobody
That's
even
the
knows
problem.
about these characters.
Exactly.
They don't know about
Like,
Baron in Lord of the Rings. I mean that they don't know about any of these characters. So this is going to open. There's a lot of good stories in like the Silmarillion.
I would say that there are, and there is. But the thing is, when people, when the average Joe thinks about Lord of the Rings, he thinks Frodo and Bilbo and Samwise and Gandalf. If they're
the
not in
original
there,
Fellowship.
yeah, if they're not in there, he's like, "What the fuck is this? This ain't my hobbitses." It's kind of like when they go to see a Marvel movie and Captain America and Iron Man aren't there, and like, "What the fuck is this? This ain't fucking Marvel. I don't care about some Moon Knight."
Smeagol. Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's I understand wanting to bring these characters out, and there's probably really good stories in there. Like with these other
Mhm.
Marvel characters, there's probably really good stories. The problem is that the average Joe consumer that is paying $25 a ticket to get into the movie theater doesn't give two shit about Samwise Gamgee's second cousin and the way he started the Ruby Tuesdays in the Shire.
The good thing about the War of the Rohirrim, it is an animated movie that was like, I think did it go straight to Amazon or something like that? Or
I thought it went to the theater.
Probably.
did it
was
actually
in
go to the theater?
Oh yeah,
it
because
went to
if
the
you'd have
theater.
went to an AMC, you could have got Warhammer that held popcorn,
Tuesdays in
and
the
then you
Shire.
could have got a mug
Yep.
that held your drink.
Yep, it's the Ruby Tuesdays is in the Shire, right next to a couple of the other
Second
hobbits
Breakfast.
that opened up an Applebee's and a Barnes and Noble.
Well, they opened up a breakfast place too, Clan, called Second Breakfast, like Rob Bob was saying, because you got to have second breakfast.
That's true. You gotta have second breakfast. And their third restaurant, Elevensies.
Mm. And
But
all
yeah.
they sell there is lemnis bread, and
Yep. So I mean, I
many did
understand
you
doing
eat?
it. There's all these stories and
Mhm.
everything, but does anybody really care about all these stories?
Thank you, Clan Diesel, for bringing capitalism into our conversation about art, you dirty motherfucker.
I'm just saying, when it costs
Hmm.
$3 billion to make the movie and it makes $1.50 at the box office, somebody is going to get upset, and then they're not going to want to make these movies anymore that I want to see. Marvel got so desperate they're bringing Robert Downey Jr. back as another guy.
Maybe they'll sell Tolkien to Critical Role then.
Well, they are the Tolkien's estate already sold Tolkien to Amazon. Amazon owns Tolkien.
Well, have you seen the D&D book for Lord of the Rings? There's a
Not
campaign
looked at it, but I
setting
saw it.
now
Yep.
in D&D.
Yep. Well, of course, you got to market that shit.
Mhm.
Amazon's got to make some money off this. Wait till the remake of the Fellowship of the Ring comes out in like 3 more years.
Did you guys enjoy Deadpool and Wolverine? That came out this year.
Yes, Deadpool and Wolverine was great. Also, probably did the most positive thing from Madonna's career in the last 20 years.
Yeah, true.
I mean, is Like a Prayer a good song? Like a Prayer in Deadpool and Wolverine is just classic.
Now we're seeing all those TikTok videos where it keeps showing what looks like church services singing Like a Prayer, which I don't know if they're real or not.
I don't know. I hope not, because if they are, they have not listened to the lyrics of Like a Prayer.
And we finally got to see our Gambit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we did get to see that Gambit in that movie that with the Wolverine and the Devil, and they were pretty good, eh?
We got to see Weapon X and
Electra.
That
Electra.
is the
They even snuck in a Ben Affleck Daredevil joke.
they even brought Blade in.
They did bring Blade in, even though apparently Wesley Snipes really hated Ryan Reynolds while they were making Blade 3. But Ryan Reynolds brought him back for Blade, which was good because Wesley Snipes needs paid, because that man lost all his money because he didn't pay his taxes.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
The Dizzle says he watched
didn't buy
Kraven the
Castle
Hunter
also.
today. That was good. Really, I've heard it sucked because like it was the lowest performing Spider-Man villain movie that Sony's ever made, even worse than Madam Web and Morbius. At least
Well,
Morbius had Doctor Who in it.
You get these reviews, right? And sometimes like I'll watch a movie that's been reviewed poorly and it's not that bad of a movie, or it's actually pretty good. And it's just,
I do that all the time. I'm totally going to watch it. I like the Venom movies. They were funny. I enjoyed those.
Like, I think you don't like the Joker movies, right? Both of you, I don't think like the Joker movies with
not the one with Joaquin Phoenix.
I've not watched the new one, but I didn't like the first one.
I enjoyed the first one because it was just kind of this weird, like artsy type of look at the Joker. You know, it was just, but I don't know. But the second one, I hear the second one's a musical or something.
Yeah, the second one I've heard is pretty much musical.
The second one, he goes into his head a lot, thinking about stuff. And
if it does that and it's a musical,
when it flashes his memories,
I could maybe
that's where the biggest part of the musical is coming from. Is from his mind, and I'm like,
I've not seen. Yeah, definitely. I've not seen the new Venom movie.
It's called Venom: The Last Dance. I have not seen it either, but I enjoyed them.
And I'm going to watch it while before I go back to work. That's my plan, is to watch it before I go back to work.
I definitely between seeing that Venom and the one that we saw in Spider-Man 3, I do prefer this Venom.
Yes. Yes.
And I don't think anybody would dispute that one. So.
No, we don't talk about Spider-Man 3. No, it didn't happen. Just Tobey Maguire got 2 movies.
And we got new Beetlejuice.
Tobey Maguire on the dark side.
But again, I have not seen the Beetlejuice movie, but I need to see some of these.
I started it and then I can't remember, something happened. I had to stop it and I haven't got back to it.
I own it. I just haven't sat down to watch it because Harley watched it at her mom's house,
Rude.
and we were supposed to watch it together. So I'm just like, whatever. I'll watch it
Yeah,
on my own
rude.
time.
That's
A lot of
horrible.
these newer movies, and I don't know if they do this in this one or not, but they take an older movie that was done with like claymation and a lot of like real life special effects, and they replace it with CG and stuff like that in the newer ones. And
Mhm.
I feel like it makes the like sequels like cheaper, you know, like they don't feel as good, they don't look as good as the
Yeah.
originals, even though the originals were kind of like with the claymation kind of wonky. I kind of prefer that, but I don't know what they do in this one.
Well, apparently in the new Beetlejuice movie, both, shit. I hate this when I blank on a name, but apparently, both Michael Keaton and Tim Burton wanted to keep the CGI to a minimum, if there was any at all. They wanted regular physical effects like in the first movie.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
mean
funny,
you can't do it on everything, but as
no,
much as you can.
as they wanted as much as you can. They even offered to take less money if that would help. And the funny part about Beetlejuice is like Michael Keaton has said if somebody would make it, he would make a Beetlejuice movie every year.
Mm.
He said it's just fun. So
I'm on the fence on how this How to Train a Dragon's going to be.
man, I don't want to see that in live action. I'm afraid it'll be like Disney live action and
That's what
suck.
I'm saying. Like I'm on the fence with that one
Dude, How to
because
Train Your Dragon is too good to be
mhm.
soiled by a bad follow up movie, a live action movie. Like I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm sorry. Those movies are so good. They're better than most Disney movies.
They're bringing Gerald Butler back as Stoic though.
I mean, I like that. I'm glad that they're using the voice actor, who's
Yeah.
also a famous actor, to
All
play
right.
the same role in the live action movie. But I mean, we all know how that turns out. So unless they change that, Gerard Butler is not going to be in it very long.
I mean, he'll be in it till the end.
I mean, I don't know about seeing all these other people playing the characters that, I already associate that voice and that,
Oh yeah,
that way
we won't
too.
have Hiccup.
Yeah, I know. And that sucks. I mean, I know he's 43 years
Yeah, I was gonna
old,
say he too old to be playing Little Hiccup.
but I mean, that's why I'm fine with just having the animated movie. I don't have to have, live action. And also, are the dragons going to be like the deformed looking dragons, that they are in
Oh,
that movie and
have
not,
you not seen
I don't need like real,
Toothless?
you know, English classical dragons in my How to Train a Dragon movie. I don't know. I'm just saying. Now I want to watch How to Train Your Dragon.
Right.
That movie is very good. Those movies are very good. I really enjoy those. Those are good. Also, Fall Guy. That came out this year. Did you guys watch Fall Guy?
I have not seen Fall
Yes,
Guy.
I've seen Fall Guy. Yes.
Fall Guy is a good movie. They said it was bad. I watched it. It's not bad. It's good. It's a nice little action movie that doesn't take itself too seriously. It's like a good little 90s action movie, and you should watch it. What's up, Oliver? We are doing great. We're discussing end of the year stuff. Has there been any like games and movies and stuff that you've enjoyed this year?
I didn't realize that they had released a new Roadhouse movie.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Yep. That was basically everybody's reaction to it. Yeah, they did.
House.
Roadhouse. Listen, if I turn on Roadhouse and it doesn't have Patrick Swayze in it, I'm getting pissed.
And some
If
other
I turn it, a new Roadhouse on it and Patrick Swayze's in it, I'm gonna be freaked out.
Well, yeah, if I turn on a new Roadhouse and Patrick Swayze's in it, I'm gonna be like, wow, the use of Ouija boards in this movie is good.
Right.
Oh, how do you feel? How do you guys feel about the new Superman teaser?
Okay.
Because I have a roller coaster emotion of
Me
this.
too. Me too. I'm gonna start off by saying I'm excited to see Nathan Fillion as a Green Lantern. I hate that he's playing Guy Gardner Green Lantern.
He
He's the
looks
Hal Jordan
weird.
Green Lantern.
He looks
does
really
look
weird.
He's
Yeah.
made off like 70s, 80s Guy Gardner Green Lantern. But at least he's in there. You know what? Nathan Fillion's in the movie, so automatically I'm
Yes.
going to go watch it.
Also, Alan Tudyk is in the movie.
Nice.
He's in there. So
Nice. They're bringing him in for the new, not sparkly Batman, but the new Batman that's supposed to be in the same world as this new Superman movie. He's supposed to be the voice of Clayface.
he's done like, I think he's done multiple, I don't know, animated features that he played him in.
Yeah, he's been in
And,
multiple. Him and Nathan Fillion both have been in multiple DC animated movies.
Yep, definitely like to see them getting work.
Yeah, always. I'll always support them no matter what.
When I first saw the guy playing Superman, we've seen Henry Cavill so much, it was immediately like, oh my God, what the hell did they do? It's like they stepped backwards because Henry Cavill's just like, just fucking ripped, right? And you're like, this guy does not look the same. But then I think back and I hear, people talking about it in some videos. This is more like the Christopher Reeves Superman. And I'm like, oh yeah. Now I have a flashback of me being like 10 years old watching Superman on TBS. And I'm like, oh, now I get it. Now I get it.
He's not Christopher Reeves Superman.
He's not exactly, but it's still in that same type of
I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I don't like how he looks. I don't have to have ripped Superman. That's fine. Don't care. Don't care about if he's ripped. Don't care. But this dude's face is not Superman.
You need that jawline or something.
Yeah, the jawline. He's got like the curly little Q here on his hair or whatever. That's not Superman. I'm hoping that he's good in the movie. I will see it because I really like Superman is my favorite superhero.
This has got to be Batman because Diz loves rogues.
Spider-Man.
Hey, Spider-Man, why don't you come bring over here on this crane?
But Diz, you don't like grapple hooks.
That's true.
I don't, and he doesn't have grapple hooks.
I mean, it's the
Spider-Maning around.
It's the equivalent of a grapple hook.
But he likes Spider-Man. This is just a walking contradiction.
Yep.
Yes.
If I showed up to watch a Spider-Man movie and everybody had spider webs shooting out of their wrist, I'd be like, what the fuck is this? And that's what happens in these games. Everybody has a grappling hook. I'm like, why does everybody need a grappling hook? That's not a thing. People don't walk. People don't just walk around with fucking grappling hooks all the time. You know how hard it is to throw a fucking grappling hook?
I carry a grappling hook around all the time.
Is everybody Batman with their grappling hook guns?
Exactly.
I mean, JD's got a grapple hook.
He does. But does everybody else in that campaign have a grappling hook?
If JD made them one, they would.
They can. If they go down to the store and buy a grappling
hook. No, I crafted mine, sir.
JD built this in a cave.
Out of spare parts.
Yeah. Well, sir, I'm not JD.
You do not like this Superman.
He just doesn't strike me as a Superman type. Like, I hope he does a good job.
That's how I felt at first.
Seems to think he's going to do a good job. Like I said, I hope he does.
What about the Lex Luthor? What about Lex Luthor?
Lex Luthor looks all right. We'll see how
you're good with that?
Lex Luthor, it's hard to tell by just a picture. Like, I have to see the person actually portray Lex Luthor. Like,
Mhm.
I'll tell you who was a good Lex Luthor, and he doesn't get the credit he deserves for being a good Lex Luthor, is Michael Rosenbaum from Smallville. He is a very good Lex Luthor. Also, a very good Flash in Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, the animated series. But yeah, he was a very good Lex Luthor. I think he's one of the best, and nobody ever mentions it. I also think Tom Welling is a good Clark Kent.
Is that also from Smallville?
He played Clark in Smallville. Also, Smallville, good show. You should watch it.
Mhm.
Diz won't though because it's a CW show that came out in the 2000s, and for some reason he just can't handle that. He's
I know
allergic to midriffs.
the production dollars were just not spent on this like story writing for those shows, and so I don't know. It just
This
I
this
don't
man
know.
says this, chat, and he won't watch Supernatural, and it's 5 years of just one story.
Oh,
But anyway, I digress.
I told you I could get into it if you got on here and streamed it for me. Then I would probably sit there and watch it. So.
All right, you heard it, chat. It's coming in 2025 to the Nerdacopia Network Discord Cineplex. Supernatural, the complete 15 seasons. Get ready.
It would take the entire year probably.
Sammy.
So speaking of all that, have y'all seen the 4 actors who want Batman in the new DCU?
I know one of them.
No.
So Winston Duke is one of them.
I've never heard of him.
You've seen him. He's in Black Panther.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know his name, but yeah, I have seen him. Yep.
Alan Richson.
Alan. Oh yeah, better known
as Reacher.
as Reacher. Yes.
He's one of the 4. Jensen Ackles is in the list, and then Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay, I'm going with Alan Richardson.
But Jake
Or-
Gyllenhaal's already been in the Marvel stuff. He hasn't been in
know.
the DC stuff, so
Right,
Yeah,
but
you can do both.
I would take in the middle of that pack either Alan or Jensen, either one.
Yeah, I would also rather see Jensen. Jensen will be my top pick, then Alan, and then at
Alan
the
would
very
make a
bottom of the
very
list,
very buff Batman.
Sparkly Vampire. Yeah, he would be like the Dark Knight Returns Batman,
Right.
where he's just a walking muscle.
Well, I mean, I think he would look like Affleck did in Justice League
Yeah.
he just
without
does
the
chest
armor.
and arms though. No,
Yeah.
But
leg
I'm
day.
saying it won't
No
even
leg
be
day.
the armor.
Never
It'll
leg
just
day.
be him in the suit because
Yeah.
Alan's so freaking wide.
Just so fucking big. Just Yep. I
I
would
don't think he could lurk in the shadows too well. I'm just saying.
it had to be a big fucking shadow, that's for sure.
He might could play Bane.
Yeah, now he can be Bane.
Or he could
by
be
the way,
Mr. Freeze.
Ghostbusters did come out in 2024.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Frozen
I liked Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. I don't know why people shit on it.
I did
liked
not.
it.
I felt like they tried to do too much in that one movie. It should have been broken up into like 2 movies or something. What they were trying to do.
I liked it. It wasn't as good as Afterlife.
It was going to be hard for them to top Afterlife.
Afterlife was just, oh my God. Listen, I'll be honest with you right here, chat.
They
in
could have
front of
tried.
me, Diz, Buck, everyone in chat, and everyone watching this on a future VOD at some point, okay? Listen, Afterlife made me cry as an adult man sitting in a movie theater. And I'm not ashamed to admit it.
I don't really watch much in movie theaters.
I love going to the movies. It's one of my favorite things. Always has been.
I
Well,
don't really have the kind of
shows that
time.
came out recently that I haven't watched, but I plan to watch. Second season of Wednesday that came out recently, didn't it? Or is going to
I don't
come
think
out, or
so. I
comes
don't
out
think it's been
soon?
released yet.
I think they
Season
postponed
2
it.
release date. They postponed it. Oh, they did. Oh crap, to
Yeah.
July 2021. So looking forward to that then.
There you
Which
go.
gives me more time to watch the new Dexter prequel.
That's true.
Mm.
The other new
If
Dexter
anybody
prequel
watched
comes out.
Dexter,
I've never watched any of that, but
it's pretty good.
Got these fries, motherfucker.
Yeah, Dokes, one of the best characters ever.
Yes. One of my favorite characters
James
of all
Dokes.
time. Yep.
I want
You
to
one
see,
freaking motherfucker, Dexter.
Exactly.
I want to see the
Mhm.
prequel
great.
to NCIS.
I've been watching that. NCIS Origins. I've been
Yeah,
watching
I want
that.
to see it.
It's pretty good.
What happened before Gibbs was Gibbs.
Yeah. It's weird. It takes place in 91.
Mm.
And it's
Back
like
when
right
he was
after it.
still, like back when he was still Spook Ops.
Well, this is right as he got hired into NIS.
Oh, okay.
Frakes
So
has
it was
just
right
hired
after
him.
Spooks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Frakes just hired him into NIS, and everybody's like, "Are you sure that's a good deal?" And Frakes is like, "Fuck off." Yep, that's good. A show called Tracker, that's very good. If you haven't watched it
Tracker's a
yet,
good one.
Tracker's very good. Has the Smallville Green Arrow in it, so he's in it.
It also has Dean Winchester in
Yeah, Dean Winchester is in it as his brother,
it.
and he drives Baby.
Well, close to it.
Well, yeah, pretty close.
I mean, this sucker is a convertible, and so, not exactly, but he is sticking with the black car.
Yep. There is a reference to Baby in it.
He's like,
Let's see.
you gonna take me to my truck? It's just up the road. He's like, this thing don't go off road.
Yep.
I was like, like what?
Yep. Let's see. The show ended. It didn't come out this year. It ended this year. But if you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. Even Diz will be like, no, I tried to watch it. And I agree with you. The first time I tried to watch it, I didn't like it. It's like Stranger Things. The first time I watched Stranger Things, I was like, this sucks.
And then you heard the song chat.
And then I had to cut. Then I came back. My wife forced me to watch it, and then I liked it.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Stranger Things is a very good show. It
Yeah.
comes out in the final season comes out next year, 2025.
Yep.
But this show ended in 2024 as Yellowstone.
Well, there's a spinoff of that coming though.
Yep. But it is very
following
good.
the best couple known to man. The most chaotic, volatile couple known to man.
Yeah, Beth.
And
Who is
Is in Marisha Adams.
No,
Is that who it follows? No, okay.
No. It's following Beth Dutton and Rip.
Yeah, God bless Rip. He's got the patience of Job.
I love it when he comes walking out the barn though, and he's like, "I ain't got time for you today."
Yeah, I ain't got time for it. Yeah,
and then she comes up to him at one point in time. She's like, "Fuck you. I love you, but fuck you." And then she turns around and walks away. I'm like, "Well, they're made for each other."
That's their love language. Yeah, but yeah, I highly recommend that show. It is very good. Even though I will say Kevin Costner fucked him in the last season, but it's a good show.
To go make a movie
that bombed so hard. Damn.
Oh my god.
Worse than Waterworld, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because it's supposed to be in 3 parts.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure after the first part, he's like, I don't know if I want to do the other 2 now.
Yeah, I don't think you could even make the other 2 parts direct to video. No. But yeah, I highly recommend Yellowstone.
Well. Kevin Costner pitching Waterworld. Okay, all right. So there's this world, right? Covered in water, all right? And we get the kid that is in Mad Max, the one that can't talk. He jumps up on the cars like, ah! We get him to be in the movie. Well, that's it. Yeah, that's the whole pitch.
That's
Also, I
it.
have web
That's the
feet.
movie. Yep.
Yeah.
And don't tell nobody. Spoilers. It's going to knock your socks off. Box office gold right here, guaranteed. Or my name is not Kevin Costner, the man who is formerly Robin Hood.
They
One
should
of
have did a
his
sequel to that
best
movie.
movies.
They should have. They should have just did a sequel to Robin Hood.
The best sheriff of Nottingham.
Yes. Yes. I
He's
say,
gonna carve
Robin,
He's gonna carve your heart out with a spoon.
are you out here with these married men doing things in the forest?
Um,
Doing this toothless casquets in Dark Shore. Why do I keep coming back? We always come back for the toothless cats, the liverless and snoutless boars.
so
And the
we've
headless
got.
Murlocs.
Yep.
Did anybody watch Squid Games in the past? Because
Nope.
Squid Games
I
2 is
watched-
supposed to be coming out.
I watched most of
Uh,
Squid Games.
I've
It
never
was
watched
a
the Squid
weird
Game.
show.
Yeah. That's an
But
understatement.
ultimately, I enjoyed it. It actually came out yesterday. So second season of that came out. So, and the way it ended, I was like, how are they going to have a second season? But I guess there's maybe another Squid Game somewhere.
Maybe.
It was interesting. It was one of those shows that was kind of mysterious and left you kind of confused. So Clint Diesel, if you're a pro, I don't know if he'll like it or not because he didn't like what was the show that you didn't like that we were trying to get you to watch?
Oh,
Severance.
Severance. Yeah, Severance. I didn't like Severance.
Yep.
Severance to me seems like it's a advertisement for the benefits of suicide.
The next season of Reacher is supposed to come out next year too.
Yeah, I am looking forward to that. Although I do have to finish the second season of Reacher first. But I do like Reacher.
I like that show.
Reacher's very good. Yep. The first season is amazing.
I love how they put him in zip ties in the police station, and he's like, "I'm just gonna break out of these."
Yep.
And then
Like
all the cops are looking at him like, "Well, shit, we didn't really have him restrained, anyways." It's like he's bigger than your whole police force put together.
He's a big man.
Diz, did you finish? I know Clan probably didn't. Did you finish watching the Lord of the Rings show?
The War
Rings
of the
of Power?
Rings.
No,
Yeah,
the
or the Rings of Power. Yeah, Rings of Power. Think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Second season of it it's the second season, right? It was better than the first season for me. They definitely ramped it up. I didn't like how they kind of played with the timeline a little bit.
No.
But I understand that they wanted to have these kind of known characters interacting with each other. And
What about the third season of Vox Machina? Did y'all see that?
Yep. Watch that
yes.
as soon as it came out.
Yep.
Because that was one came out this year.
Yep.
Watch them as they released. So
Yeah.
and
Yep,
want more.
too.
And they didn't they announce a while back that they're going to be able to? They're doing the second campaign,
Yeah, the Mighty
Mighty
Nine.
Nine. So that's going to be fun too.
Does that mean eventually we're going to get an animated version of Fresh Cut Grass?
I hope so, because can I spoil something? Is it earmuffs to anybody if you're gonna watch the third season? Because I mean, you could spoil things for me in this third season because I haven't got all the way through it. But the whole premise of Fresh Cut Grass is that his backstory. In his backstory, he has kind of some siblings with him, and one of which is called Pussy, right? And that's another robot. And he, at the time, he kind of goes crazy and destroys all the other robots. And at the time, he is missing one eye. And so, as Matt is kind of going through this in the game, he's like, "Oh shit!" He said, "You were a one-eyed monster that destroyed Pussy." He's like, "Your entire backstory in this entire time has been just for that one joke." He's like, "Yeah,
Yep.
I mean,
Nice.
Sam's like I play the long game.
That is the
love Sam
most-
Riegel for that."
That is the most Sam Riegel backstory I've ever heard.
Yep.
We must protect Sam Riegel at all costs.
They need to bring him back to 14,
They probably can't afford him now.
right?
It's true.
And he's not British enough.
That's true. He is not. Listen, Yoshi P, love his heart. He does a lot of good work, but now he likes the English.
I tell you what really bothers me in that game more than anything else is the French names. Like everything has like a French name, and I didn't take French in high school. I took Spanish, so I
did
don't
too.
understand. I can't read the names and sound them out. It doesn't work for me.
Yeah. The Japanese, for whatever reason, and I don't know why, they love the French. That's why how we get like Urianger. Or if you can't say Urianger, you can say his alternate name, Uber Danger. I've heard him be called Uber Danger before. So that is apparently that is an option.
I've not heard that name.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, Uber Danger.
Well, anything else for the next year? You guys looking forward to? Any last words about this year?
Hmm.
Been a roller coaster, up and down for me.
I saw
But
a meme today that I
ending on a
hope
high note here.
works out well for us in 2025. They put a card that says year 2025 and they circled it in a salt line.
Evil spirits can't get to it if there's salt around.
So I'm hoping that that's how it carries into the new year,
They should have sprinkled goofa dust around it.
right? Then nothing
So
will
how
better than that.
how does one create goofa dust?
Well, it's a very voodoo centric New Orleans thing.
Yep.
So, in order to get that information, you got to go to New Orleans because they don't just give that out on the internet.
All right. Well, taking the show to New Orleans next year.
Nice. Can we do it during Mardi Gras? I want to get some beats.
I mean, we could try.
All right. So goofer dust.
Oh
Goofer.
God, this ain't gonna be the same ingredients, clan.
Yep. Apparently, recipes for making it vary, but is almost always a simple mixture of natural ingredients, usually include graveyard dirt,
Of course.
powdered sulfur, and salt. Some people add in powdered snake heads or snake skin, red pepper, black pepper, powdered bones, powdered insects or snails, and grayish powdery herbs such as mullein and sage.
What are they putting the pepper in there for? They seasoning their steaks with this shit.
I guess I don't know. Maybe it makes them sneeze. Maybe it makes the evil spirit sneeze. In the past, some formulas also included anvil dust, uh, black iron.
That would make more
Uh,
sense.
Yep. And a modern substitute for black iron and stuff and anvil dust is magnetic sand. There you go. You want to make some? I know there's a graveyard.
I mean, holy ground.
Sure. You can't even get Highlander can't even fight you there. The rules.
So you get enough to completely coat your whole floor, and then when an immortal comes after you, you're fine.
Right. They can't fight on holy ground.
You just can never leave that room again.
And then also
because they'll be
hellhounds
waiting.
can't come and get you
I mean,
because
can
they
you fight them? Can they defend themselves?
can't fight on holy ground. Not allowed.
Well,
I mean,
immortals can't, but can mortals fight on holy ground to stop them? See, there's a loophole there.
I don't know. Also, how would you know that person's immortal if you're immortal?
I mean, if they came to take my head, I would
ask them.
But if they came to take your head, though, that means you are immortal and thus can't fight anyway.
I would ask them. I think it's just like the cops; they have to tell you.
Because I mean, if you're immortal and they get around you, you get the quickening.
I mean, I get that often.
In which case, you can detect them. So
you hear Queen playing quite a bit.
Yes.
If I start hearing Queen play, I know that there's a problem.
Right.
All right. Well, it's after.
That's a movie supposed to come out this coming year that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
The new Highlander movie with Henry Cavill.
Yeah, but I'm not looking forward to who Ramirez is.
I don't know who's playing Ramirez, but it'll
Russell
not be
Crowe.
as good. Will not be as good.
That's what I said. I'm not looking forward to that at all.
What if he does a Sean Connery accent?
Still not.
Well, I mean, he
Still not
will.
looking forward to that.
He's Scottish, right?
Yeah. But I feel like
I'm not Scottish. I'm
Gerard-
Egyptian.
I feel like Gerard Butler would do better because he is Scottish.
Yeah,
and sounds
that's
more
true.
like it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's after midnight, so let's get out of here and
let it all hang out.
Skinamax after midnight.
We'll let Buck tell everybody what he's going to be doing the rest of the week and next week.
So this Friday and next Friday will be the only 2 streams I have for the rest of the year because I've got way too much shit at the first part of next week going on. With Christmas and appointments and stuff like that. But this Friday and next Friday, we'll be playing 7 Days to Die Rebirth. My normal schedule when I don't have a bunch of shit planned is Monday and Tuesday is Ark Survival Ascended, and Wednesday is World of Warcraft, all of which start at 10 a.m. Central Time. But if Harley gets a clean bill of health on Monday, then I can shift it back to 11 because then I won't have to be taking her to orthopedic appointments. And then the first and third Saturdays of each month, I do Edar Realm of Dragons. And so the first Saturday of the new year, the party is making it to the final kingdom that they have yet to go to. And chat, all hell's going to break loose in this kingdom. So we shall see what happens. But that starts at 7 p.m. Central Time.
$8 p.m. Eastern.
Thank
I
you.
knew he was going to do it.
Thank you.
This
I was waiting.
This I'm just waiting because Clan's going to do it, and then we'll shift ours.
All right. So what we have for the rest of this year and leading into the new year, tomorrow, which is actually today in the Eastern time zone, we have some D&D a little bit later at 7 p.m. Eastern. We've got a one-shot Christmas special, DM'd by Clan Diesel. And a number of us will be playing. I think there's 8 of us playing. And so come and check that out for sure later today. And then on Sunday, we've got D&D at 7 p.m. Eastern, where it's our normal campaign, not actually Heroes of the Forgotten, which happens on the 2nd and 4th Sundays every month. So this happens to be the 4th Sunday in December. So we'll be doing that on Sunday. And then, of course, our regular stuff is Super Retro Game Show. We try to do that on Mondays. We haven't been doing so good on that one lately. Monday's just hard. But it's usually at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, where we play through some retro games. And then on Thursdays, we do the show at 10:30 p.m. Eastern with Double Up Buck. And if you're watching it now, follow us here. If you're watching this later on YouTube, hit the subscribe button down there and the bell, and you'll be notified anytime we post videos to our YouTube, which has been doing phenomenal this year. So thank you for that one. Lots of numbers there. We got, I think we had a video that came on the tail end of a Critical Role video there for a little while and got a lot of views. So that was pretty fun for a little bit. But yeah, we love the follows, and that's all we want is just hang out with people and kind of talk about stuff and play games and have fun. So, of course, we got all the other stuff required by Lawless Streamers. We've got all your socials over there on our link tree. You can find us wherever you prefer to socialize, I guess. Is that the right word? I don't know.
Yep, that would be the word.
We've got a Discord that's kind of part of that. We hang out there. And apparently this coming year, we'll be hanging out in the Cineplex in our Discord watching Supernatural, the entire 15 seasons. So come hang out with us.
Yep.
Come hang out with us and spoil it for me, you know?
Don't spoil it for him.
Listen, it's not like somebody's going to say, hey, guess what? Dean dies. Because that happens a lot. Yeah, which time? Yeah,
which Dean?
That too.
The Dean from Gilmore Girls or the Dean from Supernatural?
Yes. The answer is yes.
Yes. And then of course we've got some merch out there. We've got Super Retro Game Show merch, and we've got some Not Actually Heroes, the Forgotten D&D merch out there on nerdicopia.net. And as I was stating before, we have the NerdTube, which is our YouTube channel. It has been doing phenomenal this year. Definitely go check out all the content there. Years worth of content, hours and hours of content that you could watch out there. So it's all of our old D&D. It's got After the Roll, where we talk about our D&D sessions. It's got all the old Three Old Men, all the Super Retro Game Show Extreme, and there's some even playlists that break down the games that we played. All the Zelda games so far on Super Retro Game Show. Am I forgetting anything, Clan Diesel?
Nope. That's it.
Yep. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas and holidays, and I hope you guys have a really fun New Year's. Don't get too wild. I know we will. Right? Clan Diesel over there. No.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, you know me.
Boone's farming it.
I will.
Definitely hitting the Boone's Farm.
Boone's Farm. We're not sponsored by Boone's Farm, but we're willing. So.
We're open to it.
All right, so we're gonna leave you guys with this is the last episode of Three Old Men, so we'll see you next year on Three Old Men. We're gonna leave you sending you over to Lady Chaotic, one of our good friends and streamers. Go check her out, give her a follow, blow up her chat for us, and we'll see you hopefully a little bit later today for some D&D. So later.
Bye.
Bye.